which involves ingesting the data within the Microsoft Fabric. And first topic here is ingest data with Dataflows Gen2 in Microsoft Fabric. So there are two primary high-level features: data factory implementation, that is data flows and pipeline. Now, if we talk about data flows Gen 2, it enables you to leverage a low code interface and 300 plus data and AI based transformations, letting you to transform data easier and with more flexibility than any other tool. Data pipelines enable you to leverage rich out of the box data orchestration capabilities to compose flexible data workflows that meet your organization needs. Okay. Now, what is a data flow? So, if we talk about a data flow, so data flow are a type of cloud-based ETL tool for building and executing scalable data transformation processes. And this data flow Gen 2, it allow you to extract data from various sources, transform it using a wide range of transformation operations, and load it into a destination. Now, using Power Query Online also allows for visual interface to perform these tasks. So the ability to specify an output destination along with the compute time are what set Dataflows Gen 2 apart from their predecessors. All right. And data flows also allow you to promote reusable ETL logic that prevent the need to recreate or create more connection to your data source. Data flows offers a wide variety of transformation and can be run manually on a refresh schedule or as a part of a data pipeline orchestration. So this was about the understanding of data flows Gen 2 or introduction of data flows Gen 2. Now let's explore data flows Gen 2. So in Microsoft Fabric, you can create a data flow Gen 2 in the data factory workload or Power BI workspace or directly in the lakehouse. Since our scenario is focused on data ingestion, let's look at the data factory workload experience. So, data flows Gen 2 use Power Query Online to visual transformation. Okay, and here, if we can see, we have 5 different concepts here. So, first one is Power Query Ribbon. So Dataflow Gen 2 supports a wide variety of data source connectors, and common sources include cloud and on-premises relational database, Excel or flat files, SharePoints, Salesforce, Spark, and of course Fabric lakehouses. Then there are numerous data transformations possible, such as filter and sort rows, pivot and unpivot, merge and append queries, split and conditional split, replace values and remove duplicates, add, rename, reorder, or delete columns, rank and percentage calculator, top N and bottom N. Then we have queries pane. Okay, so the queries pane shows you the different data sources, now called queries, Rename, duplicate, reference, and enable load are some of the options available. Now, third one is the diagram view. So, diagram view allows you to visually see how the data sources are connected and different applied transformations. Okay, note this can be turned on and off on the View tab of the ribbon. Then we have preview pane. So the data preview pane only shows a subset of data to allow you to see which transformation you should make and how they affect the data. You can also interact with the preview pane by dragging and dropping columns to change the order or right clicking on the columns to filter or make changes. Then the last one is a query settings pane. So this primarily includes applied steps. Each transformation you do is tied to a step, some of which are automatically applied when you connect the data source, and depending on the complexity of the transformations, you may have several applied steps for each query. While this visual interface is helpful, you can also view the M code through advanced editor. All right. So this was about some concepts of Dataflows Gen2, and now about integrating Dataflows Gen2 and pipeline. So the combination of data flows and pipeline is useful when you need to perform additional operations on the transformed data. So the data pipelines are easily created in data factory and data engineering workloads. Pipelines are a common concept in data engineering and offers a wide variety of activities to orchestrate. Some common activities include copy data, incorporate data flow, add notebook, get metadata, execute a script or stored procedure. So, pipeline provide a visual way to complete activities in a specific order. You can use a data flow for data ingestion and transformation and landing into a lake house using data flows. Then incorporate the data flow into a pipeline to orchestrate extra activities like execute scripts or stored procedure after data flows has complete. All right. So now we have a demo here. Okay, so let's move ahead with the demonstration. Let me just switch to the demonstration screen. So let's start with our demo of creating a Dataflow Gen2 in Microsoft Fabric. All right. So in this demo, we will learn about different elements of Dataflow Gen2. All right. And here, this is the Microsoft Fabric portal. And here you can see different personas that are available in Microsoft Fabric. All right. So firstly, before working with data in Fabric, we will first create a workspace with Fabric trial enabled. All right, so it's already there. And now we'll go on the. So firstly, we will select the Synapse Data Engineering section.
All right. And on the left hand side, if we see, we have different tabs here. So from there, from this menu bar, we will select workspaces. And now we will create our new workspace with the name of our choice. Okay. So now the workspace has been created and right now it is empty. Now we will create a lake house. Okay. So for that, we will go on the Synapse Data Engineering homepage and we will create a new lake house with the name of our choice. So again, new lake house. So we can see here that a new lake house has been created. And if we look in the Explorer pane and we can see two folders. So if we try to open it, there is nothing as of now. This lake house is empty so far. So now we will create a Dataflow Gen2 to ingest the data. All right. So for that, in the home page, okay, so in the home page of our workspace, let's go to the workspace, my new workspace. We will select the new Dataflow Gen2. So we can see here that our Power Query editor has been opened up. So now what we have to do, we have to import from text and CS or CSV file. So we will select it and then we will select in connection string, we will select link to file. And then in file path, I will be giving a GitHub link here. So let me just copy the link. Okay. And after that, connection would be a new connection and everything else will remains the same. And now I will click on next. Okay, so here we can see the preview of the data. All right. So then we'll click on the create. So this Power Query editor shows the data source and an initial set of query steps to format the data as we can see here. All right. So now on the toolbar ribbon, we will select add column tab and then we will select custom column and then we will create a new column. So here I will give the column name as month number. Okay, and the data type I will be selecting as whole number. And here I will give a custom formula. Order date. All right, now I will click OK. So basically we are setting a new column name to month number and we are setting its data type as whole number. Okay, so what happens is we can see that a new column has been created here. All right. Okay. So now in query settings, we can look for the data destination and different properties of our table. All right. And if we see that order date column is of is set to date, and the data type for the month number column is set to whole number. All right. Now we will add a data destination for the data flow. So for that, we will go on the home page, and then we will select add destination. Okay, add data destination drop down, and from here we will select lake house. So now in the connect to data destination dialog box, we will edit the connection and other things. So we'll all right. So there we must be able to see the lake house that we have created. All right. Okay, sign in as the same. Let- Okay. So here we will just look for the lake house for our lake house. Okay, and in this we will create a table orders. Now on the choose destination setting, we will select the append mode. All right, and then we will save the setting. So on the menu bar, if we click on view and we select the diagram view, so we can notice that the lake house destination is indicated as an icon in the query in the Power Query Editor. Now we will select the publish to publish the data flow, and then we will wait for data flow 1. So it is saving. Now after that, we can add this data flow to a pipeline. And for that, we can include a data flow as an activity in a pipeline. And then that pipeline will be used to orchestrate data ingestion and processing activities. Okay, so now for that, from the Fabric enabled workspace, we have to make sure that we are still in Synapse Data Engineering experience. And now we'll select a new data pipeline. And let's name it as load data, and we'll create. Okay, so now from here, we can select add pipeline activity, and then we will add a data flow activity to the pipeline. So now we can see that a new data flow one activity is selected here, and then we'll go for its settings, and in the settings tab, In the drop down, let's select data flow 1. This is the one that we have created just now. And now on the home tab, we have a save button. So we'll save the pipeline. After that, we can run it. So this running will take few minutes. And in the meantime, by the time it is getting succeeded, let's select our workspace. Okay. So from here, we have to select our lakehouse. And then if we observe that an order table has been created inside the table folder. Okay, so this was it about this lab. I hope it was useful. Thank you. So let's go back to our presentation and we'll continue now with our next topic. I hope the lab is clear. All right.